And carve out just so that I can pick your brain about shit.
Yeah, let's do it
That's
out.
super important.
Let's do it out. Fuck it.
You think
Alright,
you'd
so
be
I'm
willing
not gonna-
to break the fourth wall on
Oh yeah.
about shit on the street?
Nothing is sacred with me, man. Let's talk about whatever. Okay, cool. So here, let's switch to. I think if I go to this view, might have to bring the audio device in. Oh no, there it is. Okay, cool. So we got this view. So this is the view where you can see us more. So here, come grab a seat.
Just give me 1 second.
All right. Man, this thing is awesome.
I love it, dude. It tastes so good.
It hits really nice. I think like some of the disposable e-cigs are kind of like fucking a little nasty on your fucking lungs.
Yeah, I don't like the regular like store nicotine. Like that costed a lot of money, but the product, especially with like the stories of like the shit inside bugging out and like making it able to go too hot.
Yeah.
And then it explodes.
Yeah.
I had to buy one that was way more expensive than I wanted to pay for. So that it had like the better technology that prevented it from overheating, that like would shut it off.
Go all Samsung Galaxy on you.
Yeah, fuck that.
No.
I paid the extra money so that it would be safe. Not that I needed to look like what it does, but
yeah, you're gonna put it in your lunch. Should be good.
exactly.
All right, word. So, hang on, I gotta adjust the size of this.
Are we streaming now?
Yeah, we're streaming.
Oh.
This is a different.
I wouldn't have gone on a weird tangent.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I don't think anybody's really fucking stressing. Okay, here we are back. Yeah, there we go. We're back. What up, Set NYC?
Hey.
Cool. Oh, stressing. Okay, cool. Boom. Yeah, cool. Got it. Okay, and then are we live on Twitch? Looks like we're live on Twitch now too. Okay, cool. All right, word. So yeah, we're talking a little bit about different aspects of the creative process and stuff. And Jacob was saying he wanted to ask me a bunch of, just pick my brain about some stuff. I was like, fuck it, we should do it on the stream, and that way, A, you'll have it recorded, and B, can benefit the rest of you out there. So yeah, if you have any questions that you want to ask, go ahead, ask away.
Yeah, definitely do that. So can we see what they're...
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody's tuned in yet. Probably. Oh wait. Oh yeah, we got a couple.
6.
Yeah.
Hey, 6.
Oh, you want the Twitch link? Yeah. Okay. So it's twitch.tv/illgatesmusic. Boom. There you go. There's a Twitch link. Actually, I guess I'll put it on Twitter. Oops.
I wonder why they don't let you post links as a commenter.
Probably just stop spam bots. Otherwise, every channel would be taken over by spam bots in a second. They'll be like, "How would you like 4 dicks?"
What?
Well,
Just
like
4
dick pills.
dicks?
Just 4, just extra dicks. 4 dicks.
Oh, how would you like 4 dicks? Like
Yeah.
to have them?
Yeah,
I thought he was like
I don't know,
sending you.
Just trying to concoct spam. I
Like
guess I
it's-
failed.
Like it's like a wine club, but they just
The
send you
dicks.
4
Dick club.
curated dicks. Our sommeliers, cock sommeliers,
Yep.
hand curate, tailored to your taste. All you do is answer this few simple questions.
All right, sweet. So, Jacob was gonna ask me a few questions and stuff. Any of you out there in the chat room have any questions before we get cracking here? It's question time. Yeah, it's question time. So yeah,
It's Britney, bitch.
it's Brittany.
You ever feel like that?
What?
It's Britney, bitch. That's an attitude. That's like one of the emotions in my life. It's Britney, bitch.
That's a great emotion.
Yeah, that's like that's only an arriving emotion when you get somewhere. You can't have that. You can't just like feel like that out of nowhere. That's like you gotta already
Yeah, you
be
gotta
Britney, and then you gotta be it's Britney, bitch.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay, that was retarded.
No, it's great. You should put that in your act.
My act, my
The
My
different
old
flavors,
comedy
different
act.
emotions. That was pretty great, man. I can't believe you played at the Comedy Cellar. That's huge.
I did.
Yep. Jacob Noah, famous comedian of Comedy
Yeah,
Cellar
go look
fame.
it up, give it views, and
Go Google
make it so that I can't escape that video of me bombing at the Comedy Cellar.
Oh, you didn't bomb.
It was for anybody but somebody who's never pursued comedy like really hard. Like anybody would see that and be like, oh, somebody laughed. But if you did like a year in comedy, you'd be like, that's hard to watch.
Yeah?
It's hard to watch, yeah. Every little thing, but then you know it a little more intimately. You ever feel like you how does bombing? See, I've never played a
Oh,
set.
I've bombed shows. That sucks.
How do you bomb?
It's the worst.
How do you? I mean, I can tell
I
like.
bombed like back when I was like maybe my third gig or something. And I was playing vinyl at this like sketchy fucking rave in a tattoo parlor, and like one of my records went stop skipping, and like everybody was like looking at me all like what the fuck, and then like these thugs from my neighborhood were there, and one of them punched me in the face while I was DJing.
Wow.
It was so bad. I was like 15, but it sucked.
Well, do you consider that you bombing?
I was there and I
If
bombed.
somebody
Everybody hated
punched
it.
you in the
And then
face?
also these fucking thugs from a neighborhood were like fucking telling me that they were gonna fucking beat me up and take my records. And fucking one of them punched me in the face. Because they're mad because I wouldn't sell them weed.
So why didn't you sell them weed?
Because they were fucking thugs. They would have robbed me.
Oh, you think if you pulled it out, that happened
No,
to
this
me.
was a separate. These were separate incidents. I wouldn't sell
Oh,
weed
so- okay.
in normal life because I was like, I have weed. This is my weed. I'm gonna smoke it. I don't want to sell it to you, and you just robbed me if I fucking pulled it out. Anyway, so I was like,
In my
no.
head, I saw them
No.
asking you for weed live, like while you're playing.
No,
You're
no,
like,
no.
no, dude, I'm playing.
These were separate
totally.
things, and then they were there, and they were like, it's that fucking guy.
Wow.
Yeah, it sucks. So yeah, you can bomb. You
It sounds like hard to bomb if there's consistent, like, cause the music. I don't know.
I played some bad music too, man. I was like, fucking DJing like French house and like minimal techno and shit, and like,
Alright.
you know, it's pretty shit. It's pretty shit.
I think it's hard. to
Okay,
bomb.
cool. So hey, but yeah, bombing's real. Bombing's real. So you got any questions?
Me?
Nice. Yeah, you get top question priority. There's a couple in the chat room here, but if you have any questions for question time before we get back into making music.
I don't know. I just kind of wanted to talk to you about stuff. We've been so.
Yeah, it's been all gas pedal.
Yeah.
See here, you know what? I'm even gonna sit on the bed because my ass is getting sore from
This drum throne kind of hurts. I'm gonna switch with you.
Oh,
okay?
dude, that kind of hurts after a while too. Like, yeah.
Drummers
the bed's
just have
good.
asses
The
of
bed's
steel.
pretty comfortable here. I'll fucking. Yeah, it's just. So you gotta have, as a producer, you gotta have a hard ass.
Got to be a hard ass.
Be ready.
That's what surprised me about you telling me that there's people that don't enjoy producing.
There's lots of people that don't enjoy producing. Yeah.
Because I could totally see that as a thing, but I don't see that as a thing for somebody successful.
Okay, well, hey, don't mention any names of anybody.
I won't,
but,
I know.
But yeah, I know many producers who are not, like, they get really frustrated, right? Because they want the results so bad, and they like need the result, and you know, like you know, you have that friend who's like has to be better at everybody than video games and shit, and
Yeah.
like, or like they have to beat the video game, and they play video games all the time, but they're like, fuck that game. You know, it's the same kind of a thing with some people, you know, and some people they're like, they have a real need, you know, to fucking really just like take it so far and like be the best and be fucking super intense about it. And a lot of time, you know, like that's like you gotta be fucking driven to be successful, you know. And most people who are driven, a lot of them are not really that happy, you know. So a lot of producers that like you think like, oh yeah, you're fucking super famous and rich and everybody loves you, of course you're fucking happy. A lot of the time they're like, fuck this, my time is slipping through my fingers, I'm wasting my potential, I need to do this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
Blah! And like, you know, that's kind of what it takes to you know, to have the drive to do it. And I mean, I have a bit of that. Like if I always think like, oh, I just want to fucking be in the studio for like months on end. But if I don't get on stage for a month, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, can I even do this anymore? Like, Everybody's forgotten about me. This is fucking retarded. Blah blah blah. And like I trip out about it, you know.
Really.
And yeah, I think it's like that for any performer. You know, like you a lot of it you do because you need to. You know, and I think that's really the only reason to. If you were to pursue, here, just point this way because I'm a little farther away. If you were to pursue a career as a professional musician, the only reason to pursue a career as a professional musician is because you have to. Like, you know, like you have to. Otherwise, it's far more emotionally safe to just have it as a hobby. You know, but like, I mean, there's times I think probably every person who's like a career musician has probably thought about killing themselves at least at some point. You know?
Well, that's what it was for comedy all the time, and I didn't turn to like every day was suicidal thoughts, and there was like fuck this, but there was something that kept going. Like it always gave you just enough, and it was never like it was rarely. It was rarely that it gave you enough to indulge in.
Yeah.
It was more that it gave you enough to be like, I can keep living, like enough food that you can survive and like crawl. And rarely you get enough where you're like, I can indulge in this.
Well, you're essentially an addict.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're going to be a professional musician, it should basically be because you're addicted to music. And like if you have to, then great, go for it. You know, but like, I don't know. It's like there's definitely, but I mean, when you think about it, you know, I like for me, I imagine myself not pursuing a career as a musician, and then looking back and being like, I didn't fucking do it, and now I have to live with myself knowing that I wanted this more than anything, and I was like, you know what, I have one life and I can spend it any way that I want, but I'm just gonna hedge my bets and play it safe. And like, I just imagine looking back at my life and being like, wow, you know, what are they gonna put on your fucking grave? Played it real safe, colored it inside the lines.
Exactly.
You know, like fuck, what a nightmare. Like that's like the worst thing I can imagine is basically dying and just having played it safe my whole life. And it's like, there's so many people out there who would cut their fucking arm off to spend a year living like we do. And you know, we have this chance to live the fucking dream. We have this chance to do all these things. And, you know, it's like, I don't know, I think like, to waste that chance is one of the worst things I can think about, you know? So, for me, I'm like, I have a chance, I gotta do it. Oh, alright. Okay, oh wow, we got some questions. Dante, you have capital letters, so I can read you from here. I will play Flying for you after.
That'll be
yeah. At the end of question time, I'll play Flying, and you guys can listen to Flying.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Cool. Good question.
Well, another thing is like what would drive you is you know, I think about the different reasons that somebody would pursue it. Like if they're good at it, if they feel like you have raw talent.
That's
or
like,
if it's
kind of
thing
neither here nor there talent, to be honest.
Right.
It's
I know
cool.
there's. It's
cool
hard to hear that because I see so. I know there's not talented musicians that I don't know. Maybe I'm just too one.
Well, yeah, but
maybe
I see a lot of talented people just fuck it up, like all the time. I see talented people fuck it up all the time, and I think like, because what is talent, right? Talent means that it takes you less time to get to the same destination, or maybe within the same amount of time you can reach a little higher than the next person, right?
Right.
But you know, you're still, it's like getting to the destination is kind of like the point, you know, and if it takes someone a little longer or whatever, you know, that's not necessarily worse, you know, they're still gonna get there. And I think a lot of the time when people are talented, they're not used to putting in work. They're used to it being easy because it takes them less time to get the same results. So then when they do start getting to the point, because like music or really any creative activity is like a bottomless well, you know, and it can go as far as you can put yourself into it. And there comes a point when you stop competing with the person next to you and you start competing with yourself. And there are no shortcuts when you're competing with yourself. Right? So talent basically means you can outpace the next guy. But once you kind of get to the realm where it's you against yourself, if you don't know how to like maintain a healthy mental approach and how to compete just against yourself, then it all falls apart, you know. So you see a lot of talented people that, yeah, they can break through to be able to do music professionally, maybe like quickly, or the people will open doors for them and be like, oh, you're so talented, here's all these opportunities, you know. They maybe get more opportunities or whatever, but over time, like when you start getting into the realm where you're actually like laying into your life as an artist, a lot of them just can't handle life as an artist. Like they're not cut out for it, you know. And it's ironic because they're talented and they have natural aptitude for it, but it's almost like they're victims of their own talent and their frustrations at being faced with only themselves as a competitor is like, you see them fly off the rails real quick. Like once they get to like the point where that life is opening up for them, they fuck it up a lot of the time. I'm not saying everyone talented is like that, but I've seen that many times. And in a lot of ways, talent's like, I don't know, you probably want to be like medium talented if you're a musician. Like being too talented is kind of a curse, you know?
Right. Unless you get in with time, right? Do you feel like there needs to be a balance to get to be like a true great at something? That there needs to be a balance of time and talent growing at a certain pace.
Totally. And if they're like, you need to put in, like, you need to make it your life, you know. That's the main thing. Like, you need to make it your whole life, and like, there's not that many people that are great at things that are like hobbyists, you know. Like, there are people that are like pretty good, but they're not going to be like, define a genre of something, you know, unless it's something weird, you know, like yeah, you can maybe be like a trained rhinoceros archer, you know, and like you'd probably be the best at that. If you can get a rhinoceros to let you ride it and shoot a bow and arrow, you could probably be a better archer on a rhinoceros than somebody who's not ridden a rhinoceros and is a good archer, you know, like. And the weirder the thing is, the easier it is to be the best at, right? Like,
yeah.
You're gonna be the best at something that's like defining, you know. It's kind of like not a lot of hobbyists are the best at things like that. So really, it's just making it your life that's the main thing, and to be able to like be like, okay, I'm gonna make these fucking sacrifices, and here we go, and being able to create that role in your own mind and create that role for yourself in the minds of others, because other people need to like see you as, of course, that person's a musician, that's them, And
you mean like people that you portray,
people in the world, your family, yourself, like you just need to go through life being that, and to do that, you have to like really decide and like fucking choose that path, like that path doesn't just like, unless you're like crazy talented, the path doesn't choose you. You have to like be like, okay, this is what I'm doing, and like make that decision and start walking that road and let everybody know that you're walking that road, and then it'll open up to you, and then if you can support yourself, then you can make a life of it, and if you are a musician your whole life, you can, be a great influence and a great musician. But it's like you gotta make it your life, and you gotta go the distance, like it's only like the 27 Club is the exception, not the rule, like that's like, well, that's why this 27 Club is such a thing that people talk about, but it's like, not everyone is those people. All right, here, let's check some of these chat room questions here. That one got a little heavy. Sorry about that.
I love that. No, that's what I wanted.
Okay. Is the UAD Octo good? Yes, it is, but if I was buying a new UAD setup, I would make sure to get the sound card. The UAD Apollo sound card, like the converters in that sound card. I used to have a Mackie sound card, and when I hooked my Apollo up, it was like getting a new pair of speakers. So yeah, how am I using the Make Noise shared system in my setup? Great question. I typically will play it with the Pro 2, where I'll put MIDI CV out from the Pro 2 into the Make Noise, and then that way I can have like a mod wheel and a keyboard and stuff, and then I'll basically play it and record me playing it either with MIDI through the Pro 2 or by playing it. I have an Expert Sleepers ES3 controller where I can send audio to the to a special module in the synth that is going to be sending like CV, like 8 CVs out into the synth, and you can control that with ADAT, but it's a bit finicky and the software keeps deauthorizing the plugins, so I actually wouldn't recommend it. I find it kind of annoying that it keeps, like, I'm sure if I fixed it, if I just have to sit down and fuck with it and call tech support and stuff, but it's annoying sometimes, so a lot of the time I'll just use the modular controller from my Dave Smith Instruments Pro 2. But usually samples, like I kind of go through my creative process. I'll like generate a bunch of material and then break it down into samples and work with the samples. But I don't often have like, I mean, for my bass, I'll have the synth be quote unquote live in the project. But even bass, a lot of the time I'm working with samples. Yeah, I don't really think there's, like, you can do so much more with sampling yourself than you can with MIDI parts that I don't really see benefit to keeping. It's just kind of like being timid to keep things in MIDI format all the time. You're like, oh, I'm not surely sure where I want to go with this. And it's like, fucking just grab a preset, fuck it up, move forwards. If you decide you want another sound like that, just grab another one, you know? And just like keeping shit fucking moving all the time and not being like, okay, this is the kick. How can I improve the kick? Like, just fucking sample it, move forwards. If it sucks, get another kick, you know? Like, right. It's like just not being precious about it, just fucking moving forward. So I use it with sampling. Okay, more questions. How big of a deal is it to be mixing on a Traktor X4 to start? I kind of have time to take myself seriously and talking about gigs and showing up with a $1,000 rig. Oh yeah, just play on the S4. I mean, I was playing until recently on like a tiny, similar like Denon setup where I was just using this tiny little Denon guy. I mean, I have the MC7000. That's the big brother of the Denon setup that I use.
It was smaller
but yeah.
than this?
Oh yeah, way smaller. Here, I'll go get it.
Teeny tiny?
I'll go get it. It's super small. And I played fucking massive parties on that thing. Here, I'll go get it.
We're very lucky to have access to this information, fellas and ladies. This is amazing. Hi.
Yeah, like look at this thing. It's fucking tiny. And this is like my Denon MC4000. I played tons of gigs on this. This is a great controller, and I would be playing on this like all the time. And this is like, you know, by no means like a fancy controller. I think it's like $300 maybe, $400. And it was just a tank. It still works perfectly. The sound quality is excellent. And yeah, it kicks ass. So yeah, do not feel shy about your Traktor S4.
Don't feel shy about I had a Traktor once. I had a Traktor. I'd bring ladies over to my house and just play a song, classic, you know, house music DJ style. Super easy.
All right, cool. So let's see what some of these other questions are here.
I'm such an idiot.
What are you talking about? Come on. All right.
I'm just sitting here like thinking of like I'm talking to them while you're going. Like,
oh yeah, totally.
Saying dumb shit.
Hang out. Yeah. That's the idea. It's a live stream. Okay. Can I play flying? Yes, I will play flying for you. Is that Coke and is there Jack Daniels in it? No, that is a glass of red wine. Hey, Goose, you talked about writing things down right when you wake up in the morning is a D major denomination of successful people. Well, I don't know if I said that exactly. Do you still do it? Yes. What are some of the things that you've written down? Normally, I'm just trying to fill the pages as quick. Okay. Well, first of all, it's not the most common denominator of successful people. You're kind of conflating two different things that I said. Okay, so the exercise is called the morning pages, and basically you just pour out. I mean, the exercise as I was given it was 3 pages per morning, but I do 2. And basically just fill the pages with words as quickly as you can, and it trains you to basically create first and ask questions later. Because most of the time we just censor ourselves. We stop ourselves from from expressing, you know, like we're it's afraid. It's a very fear. You know, most of the time people are fearful of doing it wrong or what other people think or whatever. So we don't like. I'm gonna tip the camera up a little bit. But yeah, so people will like not. You know, they're just get all anal retentive and precious about it, and they don't just outpour creativity, you know, and then and basically training yourself to not hesitate and to just like pump out the words, you know, is a big part of what I do, and it helps train you to just outpour, you know, to just like output, speed first, then quality. You know, and that's a very, very important thing about being an artist is like learn how to be fast and then learn how to be quality. Because to be fast is to really know your tools, right? So by pursuing speed, you're going to A, generate more options in a shorter amount of time, and then B, also you have to know your tools better to be able to wield them quickly, right? So it's a great way to train yourself for that. But that exercise is called the Morning Pages. It's from Julia Cameron, and from a book called The Artist's Way, which I highly recommend. Okay. So then the other thing was when I was talking about one of the common denominator of successful people, that was written goal setting. And when you actually write down your goals and make lists, such as that whiteboard on the wall, but when you write down your goals and you know, like tackle them, like make lists and fucking crush your goals, it really helps you cut through the bullshit and like define what it is that you want to do in terms of achievable actions rather than just some ambiguous hopes and dreams and such. You know, it helps you turn it into actions and then take action. Okay, cool. Let's see. Matt Walker has no musical talent and has all the most talented people working for him. That's amazing, Matt. Yeah, he's actually very talented and works with many talented people. You should check out Crash the Arcade. Very talented musician. You're funny, Matt. Okay, and Matt's got the Fatso plugin. Yeah, Fatso is fucking the jam. Okay. My goals, they were all just tracks to finish. How do you combat OCD? I have a strong passion to produce, but I feel as if I'm never satisfied. I keep adding and deleting. It's a frenzy. You probably, I mean, I don't know, man. It depends. Like OCD could just be part of your artwork, you know. I mean, it depends. There's a lot of. Do you put 60+ hours into a track? Is my question for you, Brandon. Because a lot of time it might feel like it's taking forever if you're just doing 2-hour sessions, but you know, really tracks are written in 1 or 2, just these like binges, you know, where it's like fucking putting 12-hour days in like one after the other until it's done. You might have just not done that yet, you know. So definitely like, you know, put a few 12-hour days into a song. Try that, and if you still can't finish it, then you might have OCD. But yeah, the thing is to be fast, you know, like learn how to be fast, because it's still gonna, even if you're super fast, it's still gonna take you like 36 hours of work sometimes to finish the track. Like, you know, you want to have it like the writing part, you know whether it's gonna be good or not within about 20 hours, but you know, often it takes another 10 hours or more of mixing.
I have a question.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Do you want to answer something else?
Okay, well, Brandon was saying, yes, I do, bro, and I don't think it helps that my work is mentally stressful. Okay, so if you're in that situation, I would make yourself some timers and basically make a music recipe and then just try and do it as quickly as possible. But if you make yourself like a music recipe and then break it down into stages, like I showed in my DJ Tech Tools video, but I have this app that I use to kind of fix OCD. It's called Seconds Pro, and it's like a timer app, and you can specify stages. So check it out. So, and it tells you what to do on each step, and then the robot lady will tell you what to do. So I do that a lot, and I have a bunch of different beats and tracks that I made actually on timers that came to be finished tracks. But yeah, I use the Seconds app, and then it tells me what to do and gives me timed stages. Okay. All right. So yeah, you had a question, Jacob?
I think this guy's got a good one. Let's do this first.
Okay. So, what's it like behind the scenes? Are you overwhelmed often with other more notable producers? Do you have a lot of moments? Do you say to yourself, "Wow, I really know nothing"? Oh, fuck. All the time, bro. All the time. Yeah. I mean, music production. There's so many different ways to do it that it's really like there's a lot you can learn. And there's a lot to be, there's a lot of times where, because everybody's trying to just reinvent the wheel and pull the rug out from under everybody else all the time and be like, hey, none of you guys ever thought of this, And yeah, there's a lot of times. I remember when like Flume and What's So Not first came out, I was like, holy shit, like what, And that was really amazing because they're like kids. They're like fucking 24 or something, 23, 24, like fucking kids. And they were like the first Flume record, I don't think he was even 20 when he put out the first Flume record. Like, Emo's a little older, but that's like crazy, So yeah, there's definitely times when you're like, wow, there's so many different ways to do it. But I mean, realistically, like in any field in life, there's always a bigger fish. There's always like, you can always be better. You can always be all these things. It's like, I mean, what, are you gonna not do anything because you can't be like the best or whatever, It's like, I don't know, I don't think it's like really a competition, to be honest, like we're all just kind of trying to create a culture that is cool, so, if like when any of us wins, we all win, really. So I don't know, I just try and make cool shit, and I like when other people make cool shit, and it's like, I don't know, I don't really see it as being competitive. Okay, cool. Oh wow, this is okay.
People
cool.
love
so
this.
Yeah. Question. Yeah, we got lots of good questions. Okay, cool. So what's your other question?
When I was doing comedy, there was a huge thing that I heard big comics like Bill Burr says this all the time. Doug Stanhope's a really great comic, but he avoids watching Doug Stanhope's specials. He says he doesn't want it to get, he doesn't want to have his ideas floating around. He doesn't want to, copy somebody else, and he wants to be super original.
Well, Bill Burr, he avoids watching Doug Stanhope.
He avoids watching Doug Stanhope. I mean, big artists say that all the time. I don't watch comedy anymore. Do you think it's important to like isolate yourself from other people's work and try to...
I mean, I think it's definitely important to avoid the trap of trying to sound like your favorite producers.
Right.
And I find like anytime I notice something is kind of starting to sound a certain way, I'll like pointedly change it. So like, for example, this track, there's we were definitely influenced by A Tribe Called Quest when we were starting the track. And there's been a few things when I've been like, okay, no, I need to like not make it sound like that. And I need to like do some shit that's like different, And I think it's really important to like recognize when, cause like, what is it to make good art, right? To make good art is to basically try to make something like the brain likes what it's familiar with, And a lot of the time things that do turn out to be good in retrospect are, strikingly bad when you first encounter them. Because you're like, I haven't seen anything like this. I don't know how to process this. What the fuck is this shit? And then you don't like it. But then later over time you find out that's great, And you really like, if you want to make original art, you need to like train yourself to pointedly crave what you haven't heard, because that's really where good art lies, is in innovation and in doing something that has not been done before. So I think like training yourself to avoid making something good and try to make something new, or to try to make something absurd, like something that seems ridiculous.
Right.
That it's hard to train yourself to do that. And I think like that's, I don't know, for me, like I'm not gonna not listen to music, like that's fucking crazy, like, and you're gonna be influenced by music, but whenever I detect that I'm doing something that is a little too close to something that has been done before, like anytime I notice that, I'm like, ooh, fucking left turn,
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a good one. Okay, cool. Have I ever struggled with the same issue? Organization I found is a great idea. Yeah, okay, so this is Brandon back to talking about OCD and how do I avoid OCD. Yeah, I have struggled with the same thing, and basically the ill methodology and like all of that teaching shit is basically just like systematic tricks that I've learned to like hack my brain into being productive, because I'm naturally not a productive person, and I'm naturally like very OCD and very indulgent, and I'll just sit around tweaking out on things forever.
Right.
And I had to like force myself to become a productive person, because I was like, look, if I you know, no one's gonna pay you for the art that you're gonna make. You know, like it has to be shit that actually exists, that you've actually made. And if I can't finish things and fucking like move on and put out the next thing, I'm not gonna be able to make a living as an artist.
Right.
And I'm not gonna be able to and I know I need to make a living as an artist because I know I need to dedicate my life to it. All right. So, you know, like I can't work. I can't, like I've done other things. The closest thing, like, I mean, teaching I feel helps me as a musician, like in terms of helping me understand what it is that I'm doing, you know, and like the whole methodology and all that process is like basically me trying to like force myself to be productive and force myself to step out of that OCD and to, you know, keep the creative process moving and to be more, I don't know, just be like more, get better results, be more prolific, you know. So
yeah, I mean that you can say like I don't want to, I can't work, I can't do anything besides this, you know, to feel like you're doing something, you know what I mean? To feel like you're going moving forward. This is what you can't work. You can't do anything else.
it bums me out. Like I get really depressed. I've done it before. I get like really depressed.
And I mean, me bringing myself to go. I mean, I'm young at this, and I work at a restaurant still. Mm-hmm. And going there feels like a total waste of good spark and energy. Because even if I'm not creative there, even if I'm not accessing the left side, I still feel like it's just all of that energy and all of that time could be.
It's gone. It's gone.
Like, do you?
Like, you
so what do you say? I mean, I don't think you're gonna tell me to quit my job. I don't think you're gonna say that's a good idea.
Quit your job until being a musician is like generating some money.
Right.
You know.
So then, what do you try to work on as little job as you can?
Yeah, you minimize your life so that you have as little expenses as you can. You know, get rid of a car if you can. Don't live in a fucking fancy place if you can. You know, get good at cooking so you're not like eating out all the time. You know, shit like that. Definitely. Like I lived on the leanest budget for like probably like about 6 or 7 years, where it was like toothpaste sandwiches, man, like really, really bad. You know, so. You know, but I made it happen so that I could get that time in there, and then, you know, things started to kind of open up. But what really opened it up for me is realizing that being a musician is not about being talented, not about being like keeping it real, not about any of that. Like, actually being a musician is about supporting yourself enough that you can dedicate your time to being a musician, and supporting yourself means that you got to treat it as a business, and you got to like know a little bit about marketing and know a little bit about websites and know how to use Photoshop and know how to run a mailing list and know about social media and like all this crap that you think you should just avoid so you can like keep it real. But that shit is what gets you out of working a job and into the point where you can put the rest of your time into music, you know? So, you know, if you do want to actually maximize your musical talents, you need to study marketing, you know, and you need to study like small, you know, how to run a small business and all this other shit that seems like not cool and not music-y, but until you do that stuff, it's going to be a hobby.
So what, like just learning how to get your shit out there?
Yeah, but learning how to take that hot track and turn it into social media following.
For example?
Well, let's say you have a track on your SoundCloud that people want to download. Uh-huh. You don't just give them a download. You got to direct them to an appealing place where they can sign up for your mailing list. Or, like, you know, having a website. Like, I send people to illgates.com all the time. Like, this website is fucking amazing. This website was made by the Plurthlings, who are some of my Patreon supporters. And this website is designed to convert. Okay? So this website is basically like what are you doing when you come here, you know? Like this website is gonna get your fucking email address in exchange for some goddamn music. Like, it's very clear. It's very clear what you're supposed to do when you come here. And this just gives you more and more reasons and more opportunities. And every time you get to one of these things, you're like, there's a fucking call to action. And it's like, hey, do this thing I want you to do. And it's like telling you again and again and again. Half the people who go to that website give me their fucking email address. Half the people. You know,
and you can genuinely see that by stats that
yes,
half of the people that come here,
half of the people that go there give me their email address, and then that's growth. And then when I'm playing a show or doing a tour or whatever, there's like, you know, I can contact those people and I can draw those people because that's what you're paid for, right? As a musician, is your draw. You know, at least as a live musician, you know, you're being paid for your draw. And if you can't bring the fucking people out, how is it gonna, like, wait, it's not your music career is not anyone's charity fucking cause, you know? Like, right. If you can't bring the people out, too bad, you know? Like, you need to be able to bring the people out. So, you know, you gotta have those connections with people. You gotta have social media game tight. You know, you gotta have, like, when it's like, hey, do you want download this track on SoundCloud, they gotta click it, and there's gotta be some kind of like an appealing place that you're like, yeah, I want to give you my email address for music, sure.
I can't tell if you're making this sound more difficult than it actually is, or if you're being very.
No, I'm being really honest.
So you feel? Does it feel difficult for somebody to do this? Do you think it's difficult for somebody to cultivate an audience?
I mean,
in what way is it difficult?
Like, I mean, there are formulas that you can follow, but it's difficult because you have to have a consistent stream of content, and you have to be able to correctly play your cards, you know? So, like, you need to strategize, you know, your releases, you gotta time things, you gotta kind of, you know, there's a lot of moving pieces, you know? There's an email list, there's all the different kinds of social media, you know, there's all these different things, but you can do it. You can do it. And then once you get to the point where it's clear that you can make money, then you can find a manager who's like, okay, well, you're generating enough content and everything that maybe I can take over some of the fucking duties or whatever. But yeah, you definitely need to have.
So it's all you, basically.
Yeah, it's all basically you, and then, you know, you have to basically manage yourself until you're profitable enough to get like a manager and everything. If you want that, I don't really have like a manager. Like my manager is my friend Al, who does a lot of things, but he's not telling me what to do, really. You know, like I tell him what to do.
So but like even a label, like, do you think you can get by just putting your stuff on SoundCloud for real?
Yeah, totally,
for real?
Totally, super fine.
Like you could get
you don't need a record label. You don't need to have shit on Beatport, not at all. Look at Thriftworks.
I don't know.
Oh, Thriftworks is massively successful just from Bandcamp.
That's it?
Yeah. It says really fucking dope shit. Okay, here, I'm gonna check out. Let's see, what do we got here? We got some more questions.
Everyone's like talking to each other now.
Okay.
Dude, I think people really like this.
Okay.
We've had like 20 people consistently the whole time.
Oh,
and climbing.
Okay, cool. What's the key to being your own boss? Cracking your own whip. That's it, man. You can't be your own boss if you're fucking chilling.
Your own boss wouldn't say that.
No, you gotta hustle. Hustle is the key to being your own boss.
I feel like you ever have a boss that's like kind of lenient and you're like,
never had a boss.
Pushover. You don't want to feel like you're a pushover.
Never had a boss. Never worked a job.
You never worked a goddamn job?
No, I used to sell drugs. For years.
I mean, I've met people like that. It's not surprising.
Yeah, I just couldn't take it. I mean, I used to sell fucking fireworks at school and shit.
You never cleaned a dish for money, ever. In your whole life.
No, I was a telemarketer once, and then I was like, fuck this.
You were a telemarketer once.
Yeah, but I didn't get paid. I didn't get paid.
Did you do it one day?
No, I did it for a week, and then they fucking ripped me off and wouldn't pay me.
How did you
and then
feel
I was just
about
like,
that?
fuck
Do you
this.
remember that? Okay, so that's your only job.
That's my only job. I got fucked over when I was 15. I got fucked over once, and I was like, fuck this. Working's for chumps.
That's bold.
Hey man, I thought I had the world figured out. I was 15, you know. You're like.
I feel like that's the best time to think you have the world figured out.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I've definitely fucking made a lot of mistakes, though, man. Yeah, resistance and discomfort is the key to growth. Great insight, Alicia. That is totally true. Yeah, being able to front load your pain and being like, I'm gonna do the hard, shitty thing first, not the fun thing. then that will work.
All right.
Okay, I'm wearing a Gwar shirt. I still am a metalhead. I like metal. I like metal. I mean, I'm not like a metal head, but I got this shirt at a Gwar concert, as you can see from the tour dates. It's the unfortunately the year that last year when Odorous went on to the fucking portal in the sky. It's pretty sad. Yes, NYC. Matt is Crash the Arcade. You should check it out. Okay. Yes, Aaron Harper. Catching your 401k. Sell stocks. Make music. Yes, all the things. Just figure it out. Figure it out. I mean, what do you really want to do other than that? What's more fun than making music? Come on, really, you know?
You really feel like that? You were telling me stories about people that I respect that.
Oh, yeah.
Don't like
it's
their
different.
music.
It's different.
Is it?
Yeah.
How?
Well, I mean, I enjoy making music. A lot of people that get into music, they get into it because they like it. But then when it can become something you hate.
So how do you avoid
it? It doesn't start becoming something. I don't know. It's just different attitude. Yeah, I don't get the impression that you have that personality type. You're probably fine.
Okay.
Like, you got to be like, "Grr!" Like, you haven't raged out or anything. Like, I don't think I've seen you even get like you're stoked.
Yes.
People who have that personality type are like incapable of being stoked.
Yeah.
You know.
But do you think that makes
fine.
it easier for you to be successful if you can't get excited about something?
Yeah, a lot of time you got being like a lot of people who are like high level, like top of the heap successful. They're like they have to be successful because like they were like bullied or never got a hug from their dad or something. You know, like it's like some shit where they're like ah.
It seems unhealthy.
Yeah, but unhealthy and successful are
hand in hand.
You know, like these. Yeah, it's not. I mean, to really be the best, like hold everybody else down and be the best.
When you see your idol in person, like somebody that you really respect, it's never a good thing to see. When you like see them, they're always like old and like hunched over. It's never. Every time when I was doing comedy, I got to meet tons of huge like Louis and Chris Rock. I met all those guys, and they just look like melting, like a Salvador Dali painting. They're just just like creatures. It's really weird. It's really weird. They're like they turn themselves into animals. But I've also met people that feel like that have like a youngness to them. I don't know. I guess it's
different people have different personalities, man. It's like, you know, and I mean, like the typical successful person is not happy. But there are people that are successful that are violations to I mean, every rule has its exceptions, you know. But the typical successful person is not happy.
Have you, has anybody ever walked in on you dancing to something weird? Because I think that goes with loving music.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, probably like, you know, I was a teenager and stuff, but I don't think like people, you know, like, not weird enough that I'd feel weird for dancing. Like, Nunick is a fucking weirdo. We're both pretty weird. Like, we'll dance to fucking anything with no shame.
Okay.
So, it's not like, you know, if she walked in on me, like, rocking out to, like, Rick Astley or something, I'd be like, hilarious, right? You know? Like, it wouldn't be weird. You know?
Okay.
So, it's just not weird. I never feel weird about it. Which I think is what you're asking. You know? I listen to all kinds of shit. Don't feel weird.
Not that you feel weird about this thing you're listening to, but that you were enjoying and really indulging in something while you were alone, which seems like a weird thing to do. You know, when someone catches you, like, and they're like, "What's going on with you? Why are you enjoying yourself?"
I catch Nunick reading about like fucking George Clooney and shit on the internet all the time. She's always like,
George Clooney?
oh, she just loves reading about like celebrity bullshit, you know, like just miscellaneous, like People magazine type shit, you know. And I always like it. She's such an alternative person that it's just so funny when I bust her like reading about like Angelina Jolie or like some stupid shit, you know. So it's kind of funny.
I feel like that's nice to listen to, like look at. It might be like soothing to just hear about someone's life, just a regular old. Look, they went out to eat. Oh,
you ever check out that?
Feels good.
Like whatever that. It's like 7 Up series, and then they have like all these different years where they follow these people in the UK. It's like this really long BBC scientific documentary study thing, where they just check up on normal people every like 7 years.
Really?
They like check in on them again, and you can find out like what they've done in the last 7 years. And you watch the documentaries, and it starts when they're like children, and they're all like 60 now, and their whole lives have been like every 7 years the BBC is like makes a documentary about them. It's one of the coolest documentary series ever.
What?
Yeah, and like every 7 years they come out with another dish. It's like the Olympics or whatever, but the Olympics of like being a normal person.
Wow. Have any of them become successful?
Not, some of them have kind of tried to like start to be successful or whatever, but none of them have really. I mean, none of them are like, you know, fucking top of the pop charts or anything. Like, but yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's weird. Like the one guy's a cab driver, and the other person's like a fucking, you know, university, and like they're just normal people doing normal people things.
Oh, that just sounds delicious.
It's
It
great.
sounds great.
It's really great.
Just how
I think it's called 7 Up or something. It's like 7 Up, and then I think 21. Oh wow. Okay.
Dude, people are wilding right now. They
Yeah, man. Oh, Aaron Harper literally did sell stocks and taking his 401k. Didn't market myself properly though. That bit me in the ass. Yeah, marketing, man. It's all about marketing.
marketing.
You gotta fucking understand marketing, man. Check out like Seth Godin. That's really good. I talk about a lot of this in my own methodology workshop at the end. But yeah, it's a lot more about marketing than fucking anything else. Being able to like carve yourself a niche in the business world. You know? It's a lot more about marketing than it is about making a quality product.
Have you ever been on
like-
tour and felt like the fantasy you had of being on tour when you were younger? Or has it always been...
Oh yeah, yeah. There's times when I'm like, holy shit, this is the big leagues. This is, I can't believe this. You know, there's times and this is great. Like, I mean, I remember the first time I came to San Francisco, I fucking just stars in my eyes, man. I couldn't even believe this city. Like, just fucking growing up, just like crossing dicks with all the other fucking DJs in my town for like $50 in beer at some shitty party you had to trick people into going to. You know, like I did that for years, and then like. Lauren Bass Nectar got into my music and started playing my shit at shows all the time, and you know, I guess like, I mean, it was kind of like my music was making the rounds anyway, but he like really latched on to one of my tracks and was like playing it every set and like bigging me up and shit.
What track?
It's a track called Ice 9 by The Fat Conductor, back when I was The Fat Conductor, and yeah, that you know, that track kind of took off, and then. You know, like, I mean, we were kind of like both pretty similar level. Like, you know, I mean, mind you, in California, being a local DJ in California is much better than being a local DJ in Toronto.
Right.
But yeah, I used to like stay on my couch and shit, and like we'd make tunes and stuff in my house. And then, you know, I started getting booked in California. Would come out and like go to his place and make tunes, and you know, and then like eventually. Like things started kind of opening up, and he was like, "Hey, you know, come on the road with me for the Underground Communication Tour." And I was the VJ for the Underground Communication Tour, and it was like
really?
me doing visuals, and then Android Jones was doing live art, and we like me and Android Jones did this like collab thing, and then I was like, "Yo, Andrew, you know, you need to figure out a way to make your art like a live video experience, you know, where you're like." You know, you have a thing you can tour with because like your art is really cool and everything, but so for the longest time he was just like painting at parties, but he'd fucking just get like so high on fucking ketamine and stuff, be like falling over. Like I remember one time he like fell off the fucking stage and like go up to his computer. I'm like, oh my god, and it's just like all F's. He was like entering the sides or something. It's just all F's. It's so funny. And then he kind of like, you know, he like went from just being like, oh, I'm just gonna paint live to like. You know, I'm gonna create like this Phaedroid thing and like this whole multimedia experience, and now he's got his own like virtual reality shit. Like that guy's fucking crazy. But yeah, he didn't even like, you know, it was like 10 years ago.
I watched him.
know?
I went to see Tipper in New York, and I watched him. He had like a keytar.
No, it's a palette, like a Wacom.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like a keytar, but instead of keys, it's like a fucking.
Wacom talent, yeah.
Yeah, like a canvas. How badass is that? Mm-hmm. He looked like a fucking Silver Surfer. It was fucking
All right,
bananas.
what's going on here? Okay. Oh yeah, Sunscar, nice. Breaking glass sounds. Oh my goodness. Wow, there's a lot of fucking rough lights here. Okay, so here, let's try this YouTube video. Okay, what's this? Songs that use breaking glass of sample. Oh yeah, I mean breaking glass. Fucking everybody samples breaking glass. Like there's like how many fucking rap records where there's like broken glass sample or whatever. That happens a lot. Yeah, breaking glass is great, especially backwards. Gotta love that. Yeah. Yeah, breaking glass. I mean, anything backwards sounds fucking amazing. All right, cool. So, hey, any other questions from the chat room there? Because I think we should probably maybe get cracking on the tune.
Sure.
Yeah,
love
hey,
you
it's
so much.
good to hang out. Yeah, pick up, Jacob. Yeah, man, that's
Dude,
good
thank you.
vibes.
I
Good
appreciate
vibes.
this. I appreciate that you're doing this for people.
Yeah, man, for sure.
This is what I want. I mean, this is what I wanted. Like, if I was gonna watch, if I wanted to log on and see some crazy shit, watching you
it's
talk
cool.
to somebody who's not even established yet, that's what I would want to see. And I'm glad you're
Okay, cool.
indulgent and trying to
Yeah,
do
this
that.
is good. This is good. Yeah, big up, Jacob. Thanks for coming, man. Good
Wow.
vibes. Good vibes.
Fucking
Yeah,
amazing,
this is
dude.
fun. This is super fun, and the tune's sounding pretty good.
This
tune's
tune?
sounding pretty good. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Oh yeah, no, I'm
You
gonna sit.
stepped on my toe.
Oh shit! Sorry. Oh yeah, your raw monster toe. Oh yeah, the new tremolo from Sound Toys, dude. All my students are using the Sound Toys shit, man. I gotta keep up with the kids, man. They're all
Sound
fucking.
Toys?
Yeah, Sound Toys is really
that's
really
another-
sweet plug-in pack. But yeah, they have like a bunch of cool ones.
Does UAD do packs ever?
Nah, they just do like emulations of analog hardware. So basically, like
I'm just saying, like, do they ever give away more than one instrument for a low price? Like,
yeah,
complete
they
or
do
anything?
sales all the time. Yeah. Oh, any advice for overcome nervousness on stage? Great question. Any advice for overcoming nervousness on stage? Basically, you need to create a multiple personality for yourself where you have your normal life and then you have nocturnal, right? And nocturnal is a character that you can activate when you step onto a stage, right? And basically, you know, like a lot of people, oh no, Matt, don't tell me about the UAD sales. I try to never look at their fucking emails. I remember I got drunk once and fucking just like bankrupted myself on their fucking website. It was so bad.
Dude, 70%.
Well, yeah, but that's if you buy like fucking 10 things
it
or
says
whatever.
3.
Okay. Oh fuck.
Here
Oh
we go.
no. Oh, Matt, you asshole.
Let's buy,
You
let's
Matt,
buy
you asshole.
70 plugins.
Dude, there's
right
there's a couple that
now.
there's a couple that I've got my eye on. Oh, Matt, you asshole.
Matt,
Oh.
save up to 70%. Ends December 31st. Ooh, fuck.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, there's like a 6 bundle. Fucking $1,000.
Yeah, I don't want to spend $400. Oh no.
Yes, you do.
No, I mean I just don't have $400 to spend. Oh.
So $5,000 and
That's
you get
for all of them.
everything?
Yeah, $5,000 is all of them.
Eh, that's worth it.
Oh, okay. So. Oh, Matt, you fucking dick. Oh.
That's a lot of money off of some shit.
It is, but they're so like here. Look, okay, so here we're on the UAD site. Oh, Matt, you asshole! Oh, it's like fucking kryptonite for my bank account. Okay, so here's the fucking UAD site. Okay, so if I were going UAD shopping, I would definitely. Oh look. Oh, it already knows. It already knows which ones I want. Oh,
Really?
yeah, look, see? It
What about
came
the
it
other
came
one that
chick.
popped up there.
Yeah, and then I don't think there's none up here. None of them have checks yet.
There's like 2 here, right? What about that one?
Oh yeah, this one, that's the Ocean Way Studios.
Do you want that, too?
Oh, that's, yeah, I've had the biggest heart on for the Ocean Way Studios. So good. And then I guess for the third one, I mean, I've heard that Studio D chorus is pretty good, and I do definitely want to get that. The Fender Tweed one is pretty good too. But here, let's see. Oh God, no, I don't. No. Oh, no, I gotta close it. Fuck. Oh, Matt. Oh, I'm gonna be thinking about that now. Fucking goddamn it. I just need to get more Patreon supporters. I just need to get more Patreon supporters, and then it'll be okay. No. Yeah, the Fatso is good. I got the Fatso. The Fatso is fucking amazing. I'm super into the Fatso. Yeah, Pen Pal, make the song. Yeah, totally. Yeah, the Fender Tweed. The Fender Tweed is very good too.
So what are your 3? What would you say are your 3 tops for anybody in this chat that wants to buy 3?
Oh, okay.
me.
If you're gonna buy UAD shit, I mean, you gotta be. It's like getting into modular synths or something. It's like a horrible, life-destroying fucking addiction that will just fuck your bank account in the ass and the mouth at the same time.
Oh,
It's
double P.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. But if you are fucking anal enough to care about things like,
No pun intended.
like, yeah. You know, it took me my whole life to realize that no pun intended was a pun on the word unintended.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, but yeah, I think the ones that I use the most, I really like that Cambridge EQ. It's not the most expensive EQ on there, but it is like a really good graphic equalizer, and it sounds awesome. I really like it. So I use that one all the time. I use the LA2A all the time. Like, that's a big part of it. The Manley Massive Passive I use all the time. I really like that. The Oxide tape has become a real regular, but I would say probably, like, if you're going for the expensive plugins, that AMS RMX16 reverb that I use constantly is just amazing. Like, that thing sounds so awesome. And the Neve 88RS channel strip is pretty cool, but there's also, if you are a Plugin Alliance person, there's also a Brainworks version of it that is the, where is it? Like here. Okay, so the Brainworks version is, I think it's called Control. Oh no, not this one. This one's for stereo. But the Brainworks shit is amazing. It's really amazing.
So what are your three?
I think it's console. Is it console? Yeah, this is like the Neve 80. Yeah, this is basically just like the UAD 88RS emulation, but without the analog warmth, right? So it's the equivalent of using the Neve 88RS Legacy, and the Neve 88RS Legacy, that's like one of my default channel strips. Hang on, where are we? Come here. I use this all the time. Like, the way the EQs are, like, it just sounds great. And you know, like the curves on all the EQs and filters and everything, and just the way, like, you got a gate over here, right? And that is here, same thing, just this one is like fancier looking. And then next to that you have a limiter and compressor, which is here. And then this is your EQ section. And then you have like high cut and low cut filter, and then you can, like, you know, put the EQ to be pre-dynamics or post, you know, and then also invert the phase if you want. But it's really just a fucking great channel strip. But the Brainworks console sounds like it's modeled after Neve shit as well, and it sounds really good. And there's a lot of things that are actually better about it. I mean, for example, you can make like a bunch of different presets and kind of go between your different snapshots of the channel strip, which is really nice. You know, like, let's say you have like a verse and a chorus, you can make the verse be A and the chorus be B, and like go back and forth between those snapshots, which is really nice. But yeah, it doesn't have the kind of like analog warmth that the 88RS, like the Neve one. Oh wait, can't see my dog. Good fucking looking out. Okay, so there we go. So there's the yeah, so this is the Brainworks one on the left. It's the Brainworks console, and this is the Neve 88RS on the right. Yeah, they're both like pretty similar, but the Neve 88RS, you need to have the UAD hardware to run, and I find myself using the 88RS Legacy without the analog warmth anyway, just as a channel strip. I use it a lot. It's a great fucking channel strip. But yeah, so I use that one a lot. It's a good one. But yeah, so there are, like, definitely check out the Plugin Alliance stuff. I've had a lot of those things be really a lot of those Plugin Alliance ones have been really, really satisfying to use, and they sound great.
Okay.
They sound great. But yeah, I don't get into UAD unless you got a bunch of money to spend. Like it's a fucking.
Well,
But same thing. Don't get into modular synthesis unless you got a bunch of money to spend, because you're just gonna be like fucking blue balls about all the shit you don't have. And like with my modular, I'm like, I have like about a $20,000 modular plan in my head already of all the shit that I totally fucking need.
Yeah.
And as soon as I get $20,000, that's probably gonna be the first thing that I fucking spend on it. Same thing with UAD. There's like, I was Brainworks console that we were looking at. And it's not cheap either, But the Plugin Alliance stuff is fantastic. It's really, really good.
Okay.
But yeah, I love modular since I love UAD. But yeah, you gotta like. I mean, if it wasn't my job, I would be like, why am I spending this much money on this shit? Like, this is insane to spend this much money and not have an immediate financial like come up from it.
I have one more for you.
Yeah, you have another question? Okay, sure.
And then we'll do.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to finish these guys, and then we'll go to flying.
Okay, well, he said, where do you see the future of music going? I think the future of music is there's no more genres, and things are getting more and more live and more individualistic. Okay, any other question?
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you think how important it is to think like hardware versus plugins. You think it's more important to have good analog stuff before you start getting into it?
It's not. I mean, you can do the same kind of hardware workflow that I do. Like one of the main benefits of hardware is that it's inviting to use, and that it forces you to do the process that I was telling you about, where you generate material and then edit the material to create your parts. Right. So when you're working with hardware, just because of the nature of hardware, you do that. That's just how you work with hardware. And if you can embrace that sort of a workflow in the studio, and you see me often do it, where like I'll make some crazy complicated thing and then just fucking render it down. That's my material now.
Right.
And likewise, like in this song. Oh, hang on. I think I've put a little piece of automation where I shouldn't have. Okay. So then in this song, for example, where the song where we have this Samba Town channel. Right? I need new patterns for this. I'm probably just going to cut up this drum pattern to make my new patterns. Like, I'm probably not going to go to that other project. I'm probably just going to treat this as material and then do shit to it. Like, so let's do that right now, So this is hardware workflow, but as it pertains to just clip use. Okay, so I'm going to take this audio channel and I'm going to tell it to take audio from Samba Town. So remember, you get that with the ins and outs here, right? And I'm going to take this channel and I'm going to loop it, right? So take that clip and loop it, and now we're going to listen to this. I'm just going to. Okay, so now we have material, right? And then this is, material.
So that was looped. Do you get to just stretch that out?
Yeah, you can just keep recording. So now I have this channel. All right, so this will be Samba Fucked. Okay, so now we have this Samba Fucked channel. And on the Samba Fucked channel is this piece of audio. And I can go in and then make a chopping block. So I'm going to take Samba Fucked and I'm going to mute Samba Fucked. Now this is going to be the chopping block. Okay, so the chopping block basically is the spot where you take your pieces of samba fucked. Right, so let's say so it's chuck chuck chug it a chuck chug it a chug it a, and then I'm gonna go. Okay, so now let's say I want to replace these with a fucking edit. So I'm gonna duplicate this, take the volume down. So this is just like a bookend. Alright, and then I can take this off a warp and go in and be like, okay, what part of the sample am I gonna use? Right, so now let's be like chop chop chickadee chop. Alright, or you know, it could be a different piece, like maybe. Sometimes it does that. That was weird. How you see that? How I move this and it moves that?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Really? Really? Like that's retarded. Kind of glitching out. The interface is not responding properly. But yeah, so you can basically, you know.
That was fucking crazy.
You know, that's a hardware workflow. So hardware workflow is where you like generate material and you create your parts of the edited material. So whether that's taking the material, putting it into like a finger drumming type situation, or taking the material and editing it or whatever, you're like, you know, you're kind of like basically, you know, like you're just recording and you're writing by editing, you know, and that's typically. So now we have a variation. Right? So rather than going back and forth, you know, it's like conceptualizing the process as generating material and then working with material versus conceptualizing the process as being the conductor of a symphony of synthesizers and drum machines. Like that's not how it works. You know, how it works is, you know, generating material and editing the material and really viewing the kind of like writing process as like a hardware. Because hardware, you have to work like that. Like if you're working with an analog synth, like a modular, you have to work like that because you create things that are not reproducible and that you either recorded them or you didn't, right? You know, because there's no MIDI control. There's no, like, you have to fucking just grab the shit and do it, make those sounds, and it either comes out or doesn't, you know? So when you're working like that, you have to do that. And I think the greatest thing that I've learned from hardware has been like that influence on my workflow, you know, and learning to like approach it as like generating material and then editing and remixing the material.
That was very impressive. I feel like this, how long this is, has been one of the most mind-blowing, important parts of my
question
entire
time.
life.
Question time has been good, man.
Dude,
high fives.
fucking
High fives.
insane.
Yeah,
This has been fucking. I
good.
don't know how these people are feeling, but Guys.
Jacob's stoked. Jacob's stoked. Watch out.
But listen,
dangerously stoked.
Like to be even these people. Like if I was watching this, I'd be like, this is what I want. This is exactly what I want out of
this
something.
guy, man. Wow, you're making me blush, man. You're making me blush.
Serious.
Shit. All right, word up. Okay, cool. So
here's 2 things I want.
okay, so here, yeah. So ask your questions,
So
and then we'll listen.
One
to
thing I
flying.
want to do today is go until you can't anymore. So I want to
Okay,
try
that's,
to
well,
go until
I don't
you
know.
get tired.
I don't know
Because
if
I bailed last night and I think I
No,
owe
okay,
you.
cool. Oh, okay, you don't want to see it. Okay, because I was gonna
That's
say
what
if
I'm
you
saying.
want to go until I can't anymore, we're gonna need some drugs. But
That's what I'm saying. I want to go until you're.
yeah, that's
You're done.
that's maybe later. Yeah, well, we'd have to. Yeah. Anyway, oh, the point of the silent clip. Sorry, I'll just show you. Okay, if I take away the silent clip and then I scrub this clip, it makes a big poo mess into the next area. Look at this big poo mess, right? But if you have the silent clip, then you can scrub this clip without the poo mess.
Bookend.
Okay, but yeah, so that's there we go. Yeah, I'm not drinking coffee, Matt. It's too late for coffee, man. I gotta be a reasonable person. Yeah.
I just don't want to bail on it this second. Cause
No,
last night
no,
I felt like-
I didn't really. I don't know. I was done by like 2 last night. It's all good.
Okay.
But yeah.
And you
However,
always-
if any of you want to mail us some drugs, let me know. If you want to send us some drugs.
Yeah, and tell us who you are and your full name.
No, I'm kidding.
And
I'm
we'll
kidding.
post it online.
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding
All right.
also.
All right.
If that isn't obvious.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are terrible.
Never do drugs.
They just ruin lives. That's
They do.
mostly
They do.
what
It's
they
all they do.
do. It's most of the
Every time I've done drugs, I've been like, this isn't fun. I'm
ratio
not having
of
fun.
people that have
This is
ever
terrible.
enjoyed doing drugs to the ratio of people whose lives have been ruined.
It's pretty much 1-to-1. It's like, yeah, you have drugs and you're not having fun. Your life's
Yeah.
ruined. You're gonna be
Okay.
crying. You're gonna be crying in your jail cell, thinking about your life choices and how
It's a
you
bad
disappointed
place to
your
cry.
parents.
You want to feel really safe and comfortable when you cry. Crying should be a learning experience.
For sure.
Okay. You owe us
okay.
flying. You owe us
Okay.
flying.
All right. So, can we do some Foley? Oh my God, I would hate to watch people doing Foley. It would be so
What's that?
boring. It's where you like record fucking sounds, go out in the world and record them. I mean, it's fun.
Foley?
Yeah, Foley.
Is that a specific type of...
Yeah, it's like when you go to the movies and someone like lights a cigarette and you hear that. They didn't fucking. It's not camera audio. Like that's.
Oh, right,
It's
yeah.
like someone put that together.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, here is Flying. So this is another track I made on the live stream. This one's not out. Just I think coming out in January on the album. It might not though. We might do it as a single. It depends on if we get. If any of you guys know anybody who has like a real top dollar record label that are gonna fucking get this track in a Lexus ad, let me know. But otherwise, it's probably just gonna be on the album. But anyway, here we go. This is Flying.
I'm
Oh
very
yeah,
excited.
of course. QuickTime forgot how to open a WAV file. Cause yeah, like that's what a weird thing for QuickTime to do. Oh, like this is why I use an MPC. Fucking shit just doesn't work. Just doesn't
Bruce?
work. Yeah, that's why I use Bruce.
Bruce.
Do I stream often or is this? Yes, I stream often, and yes, this is for Standing Rock. Okay, here this is Flying.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Tonight,
secret, man. Top secret. Yes, Nick, send us that shit.
Oh my god, dude. Are you
Yeah, so that's
fucking
flying.
kidding me?
Yeah, so I gotta find. I'm hoping. I don't know. It's probably gonna be on the album, but it's. I'm going to like it. Yeah, I mean,
That was
it's
crazy.
probably gonna be on the album, but if someone wants to fucking give me like $1 billion, I wouldn't.
That was a
I wouldn't turn it down.
serious song, dude.
Wouldn't turn it down.
That
Yeah.
was serious.
I'm pretty stoked about it.
You can be humble all you want. Okay? That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was fun. I made the whole thing live too. It's on the live stream. You can watch the whole process. I'll give you the project file too. Once it comes out, the project file is going out to all the Patreon homies. But yeah,
What the
yeah, the Harmonica Lewinsky project file is up there for you guys too. Limiter only on the master track. Yeah, that was not like a mastered version of that track. That was just a limiter.
Limiter?
Or just just stop it from clipping.
Oh.
You know. But yeah, actually, if we're playing on release tracks, I'll show you this other one. It's pretty fun. I am pretty into this one too. This one's going to be on the Class of 808 EP, which Crash the Arcade is also on. As well as many of the other homies from Patreon. It's my chance to show off how proud I am of my fucking awesome students. So yeah, Class of 808 coming in January. So this is a collab that I did with Matter, Mindset, Arco, and Spiderhound. I did most of the work, but they all contributed different sounds and things. And this is my contribution to the Class of 808 compilation. Oh, the record I sampled was from my dad's record collection. I processed it with that ADX Tracks Pro app that you see me using sometimes.
I got a gal who's always late. Anytime we have a date, but I love her. Yes, I love her. I'm gonna walk right up to her gate and see if I can get it straight, 'cause I want her. I'm gonna ask her. Got to know. Is you is or is you ain't my baby? The way you acting lately makes me die. You is still my baby, baby. Seems my flame in your heart's done gone out. Hey, hey, hey.
On fire!
I got a gal who's always late. Anytime we have a date, but I love her. Yes, I love her. I got a gal who's always late. Anytime we have a date, but I love her. Yes, I love her. I'm gonna walk right up to her gate and see if I can get it straight, 'cause I want her. I'm gonna ask her,
Got to know.
is you his or is you ain't my baby? Way you acting lately makes me die. You is still my baby, baby. Seems my flame in your heart is done gone out.
But yeah, so that's another one. We are drinking red wine. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Why do people I feel like it's the same guy asking us if we drank Jack and Coke, and we should just say
I don't know.
yes.
Maybe it's like some internet joke or something that
Should
we
we
don't
just
understand.
agree to it?
Yes, it's Jack and Coke.
I love an old J and C. I was
J
gonna
and
say
C.
J and K,
Yeah.
but that's not how you spell Coke.
No, it's not.
That'd be
But yeah,
good
there's a
name
bunch.
for
There's
something,
a
though.
bunch of new ones.
Koke, Coke.
Oh, I'm sure there's a rapper called that. So here's another new one that I'm pretty stoked about. This one's also from the album.
Honestly,
This is my life, this is your life, this is our fight, this is alright. We sing it all day, we dream it all night, we dream it all night, we dream it all night. This is my life, this is your life, this is our fight, this is alright. We sing it all day, we dream it all night.
Picking pieces of punchlines, more reasons in one mind. Increasingly free. Fuck these diseases. Sweet music, just one line. Shine when I don't shine. Sign of these dark times, but demons lie defeated. Hate increases, and so your fate is ceases. To be amazing, fire blazing, raising, burning speakers. Keep it on time to get offline. Focus your own mind, chasing golden fleeces.
Put your hands in the air like you're on a ride. Oh yeah, it's all year, let me qualify. Feel the beat knock hard when I'm on my job. Optimize, when it rains like I'm personified. Here to celebrate, levitate, educate. Here to set it straight, innovate anyways. When it's time, let it shine, give a war cry. Use your mind, you will find this is your life. This is my life, this is your life. This is our fight, this is alright. We sing it all day, we dream it all night. We dream it all night, we dream it all night. This is my life, this is your life. This is our fight, this is alright. We sing it all day, we dream it all night. We dream it all night, we dream it all night.
So yeah, this one's called Shine. It features Pure Powers and Meja One, who I've collaborated with many, many times. She's on all my albums.
Even daydream, vacate the mainstream, make way, no hating, save days for raging while we keep playing, painting, crazy, I'm bailing now. Hit the lab and come back in about a week. Bring the fire, keep it live, peep my technique. Kept the peace till I seen they had to challenge me.
Now what you wanna do? I wanna battle. Stars in abundance, we got stars in the womb. Stars in all creation, no souls and data youth. Spit bars and star relations. Fabrics, models, crews, rooms, hella groupies. Hustle hard, we living proof. Loose, we sentimental, pour some liquor in the booth. Wild styles, slapping stickers, telling stories of our youth. Tell the story, tell the truth. Allegories, let them loose. King crusaders, crazy capers on the move.
Put your hands in the air like you're on a ride. Oh yeah, let me qualify. Feel the beat knock hard when I'm on my job. Optimize, when it brings light, I personify. Here to celebrate, levitate, educate. Here to set it straight, innovate anyways. When it's time, let it shine, give a war cry. Use your mind, you will find this is your life. This is my life, this is your life. This is our fight, this is alright. We sing it all day, we dream it all night. We dream it all night, we dream it all night. This is my life, this is your life. This is our fight, this is alright. We sing it all day, we dream it all night. We dream it all night, we dream it all night.
But yeah, that one's called Shine. I'm pretty stoked about that one too. Also coming soon.
That's a fucking life changer, dude.
Yeah, the live video. Matt, you have access to the live video, dude. It's in the Patreon stream. All of like flying, though, you can watch me make the whole thing. It's all in the Patreon stream. You can go there and watch it. I'm currently like, we're relaunching Producer DJ, and I'm gonna make like a Patreon subscribers section on Producer DJ, where you guys can like get all the project folders and like the weekly download. Because I mean, even for example, right now for the weekly download, if you sign up for the weekly download, you can get all the past weekly downloads for like $5, and it's kind of like, oh fuck, you know, it kind of makes those projects be like, you know, or the you know, it kind of makes like I can't sell those products anymore because you can buy them all for $5 the weekly download. Like the more weeks I keep doing, the more of a problem it becomes.
Well, you could.
So it's gonna be different. You know, it's gonna be set up. But yeah, the weekly download is fucking. If you guys are into producing, probably the weekly download is the best way to get access to my stuff, because it's like $5 a week and shit comes every week. You get all the streams, you get track feedback for one track, and then you get access to a different VIP music download every week. And right now, if you sign up, you can get like, because I have a shit system, it's like Patreon doesn't really have a way where you can like drip out the content. So if you go to if you sign up for the weekly download, you get like 6 weeks worth of $20 shit for $5. So I kind of like, I gotta fix that. But if you want to take advantage of it, go for it. You know, you might as well. But yeah, Patreon's good times. Okay, cool. So I think maybe like I might stop this because this is pretty much largely just a Q&A. So I might stop this so this is like a separate YouTube video.
I was gonna suggest that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we can sit down and work, and then our work stream will be different.
I gotta tell you, like, these guys that are seeing this live, like, what a fucking treat.
Yeah, well, that's the idea, you know, make it useful first, and then hopefully people will give me money.
Like these, yeah. I mean, but like, beyond money, dude. Like the amount of fucking shit that was dropped, like knowledge and emotions in these songs, like amazing.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is definitely a good stream. I feel good about it. Yeah, it's good having you here, man. Thanks for making the mission.
Of course.
Thanks for making the mission. Yeah, this
Guys,
is fun.
I don't know how you feel about this, but
He's stoked, man. Dangerously stoked. Watch
hot
out.
damn. This is life changing to somebody. Like, if I watch this shit, oh my god.
Well, that's, you know,
I can't believe I'm here.
yeah,
It's hard. I have to like kind of.
I'm stoked. I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're.
All right, I'm gonna pee. Do you want water?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Hopefully those two things weren't connected.
It's sterile and I like the taste.
Oh man. Okay. Fun times. All right. So I'm gonna stop this stream, but that's only to make a barrier between one video and the next. So I'm gonna stop this stream and then I'm gonna start up again and work on the track. But yeah, that was question time. Thanks so much for participating in our little video AMA here. Big up, everybody. I'm going to stop this video and make a new one now.